What's up, everybody? Make sure you carve out some time soon to stop by the Doodle Drive-In on East Steeles Corners Road in Cuyahoga Falls. You, your fur baby, and your friends can grab some food and soak up some spins and good conversation up in the fenced-in outdoor dining area. It's super great. The Doodle Drive-In is on a mission to bring people together through food, community, and animals. We had a great time there. It was super duper clean, great open spaces, and Craig Elo even made a new best friend. Everyone, meet Ben Franklin.
Ready, down, hunt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 330 to go high school football show. We are in week number 2. I am Mike Vorhies.
And Matt Magaw.
What's up, man? How are you? Happy Friday.
It was great Friday, right? Second one in a row. We get to do this.
We do, absolutely. Hopefully everybody is safe from the storms that tattooed our area over the last 2 days.
Ridiculous. Any tree problems?
No, nothing at my house. We're good.
Okay. All right.
Power flickered a few times, but never lost.
I slept
which is
right
always
through it.
good.
I slept right through it. I was just trying to get my beauty sleep so I can
You
come
need
in here
plenty of
and,
that, so I get it.
catch the wrath. I'm waiting for it for last week.
Okay, it's coming.
We'll do it live.
We will do it live. And obviously, this week, our game of the week, which we'll talk about here in a little while, is the Hudson Explorers. They are 1-0. They won week 1. They'll travel down to North Canton Hoover to take on the Vikings, who are also 1-0 at the brand new renovated Memorial Stadium in North Canton, Ohio. I'm looking forward to it. Great interviews this week. If you hadn't had an opportunity, I got to interview Hudson coach, Jeff, I want to say his name right, Goff. I don't want to say it wrong.
Goff.
So Jeff Goff. And you got to interview
Coach
Brian Baum.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fantastic.
How'd you enjoy that?
Oh, they were great interviews, great questions. I mean, Coach Baum's always been incredible. That was my first interaction with the Hudson. Coach Goff. I mean, it was unique. You could tell that he was a little rushed. They were getting ready to scrimmage that night.
Scrimmage,
so,
right? Yeah, it was scrimmage right there.
So he wanted to make sure he was uber focused on his team, and I get that. But they won week 1. We'll talk about our pick'ems. We're going to talk about our player highlight. We will recap our week 1 pick'em games as well. But let's address the elephant in the room. Last week, we had the Northeast Ohio versus America games that took place down at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. There were 3 games, and then 1 game that took place at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium
in Ohio prevailed, just like I said.
You are so dead
just
wrong.
Like I said.
No, we're going to address the elephant in the room. You said they'd win 1 game.
Well, yeah. Well, what?
1 game. I said 3. I was closer than you.
Wow. Yeah.
Ohio goes.
I don't
for
know
the
what I'm talking
sweep.
about. Like,
All
is that
4
what we're
games.
getting to?
You made a prediction and it
I
was
did.
wrong, but
I
you've got to
did.
own up to it.
I totally did it. I like to go against the grain. What can I say? I wasn't giving Ohio. I was thinking that there was probably hopeful for better football outside of Ohio.
You know, I
And
think
Valdez.
Valdosta.
Thank you, because we got corrected on that. I still
several
can't say it right.
times. Valdosta.
With that being said, QB got hurt. Correct.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Not that that's the reason. Obviously,
No, not at all.
Day One Owens. Welcome to it.
Welcome to the show, Day One Owens. And I was wrong. I said he transferred from Hoban. That is incorrect.
Copley.
He transferred from Copley, and he showed up and he showed out in a big way. Massillon defeats Valdosta 28-17. Huge win for Massillon. All Massillon does is win. So we should not have doubted that. I chose against them. I took the number 1 ranked all-time winningest high school program in Valdosta, and Valdosta came up short. But congratulations to the Massillon Tigers.
Hoban rolled.
Nate Moore had his team ready to go. Hoban absolutely all over Frederick Douglass, 45-6.
It's a lot closer than the score might have been.
Yeah, Hoban kind of ran away with it at the end.
There's one. That's the reason I thought there might be a chance.
Yeah. Then you had St. Ed's. They defeated Center Grove 27-10. So St. Ed's, that again, all they do is win, it seems. So a great victory for them. And then the nightcap, Glenville, 36-13 over Dinwiddie.
It was plain convincing.
Yeah, it was.
So, yeah.
Glenville's ready to roll.
The scores did not help my lousy prediction.
No, and I mean, I think it puts the rest of the map on notice that Ohio has some fantastic high school football, and we're here to stay. So we will represent.
I mean, out of all that, you're looking at what? Potentially 3 state champs.
You could even say 4.
Well, they got to play each other.
Hoban and Massillon would have to play each other.
They usually
You're right.
play each other, so
I don't know. Yeah, you're looking at 3 as long as the road ahead stays straight and doesn't curve. Yes.
Yeah,
I can see that happening. But what a week it was. Week 1 in the books. We had some games. Our game of the week, our pick'ems. Let's just jump right into the recap real quick. I'll take the L this week. I went 3-2. I know you went 2-3.
I had a rough week altogether.
You did.
You could tell I was in the week 1 jitter.
You may need to
definitely try to correct the ship going into week 2.
Get your magic 8-ball out, shake it up a little bit, and see what you can get for this week. Let's start with Hudson at Highland. Well, hold on. Before we do that, shout out to the fans who went 4-1.
Yes.
Way to go, fans. Congrats.
So we're taking auditions for anybody who actually knows what they're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we'll gladly step out of the way. Let somebody else step in. Fans, you did better than we did. Let's recap real quick. Hudson defeats Highland 35-21. Ian Ludwig, folks. Remember the name. 5 touchdowns, 4 on the ground, 1 as a 96-yard kick return. Hudson, huge statement.
They got him returning, huh?
Yeah.
Just anything. Get it. Balls in.
Highland scored. I know Highland scored first in the game. And then on that ensuing kickoff, Ian Ludwig took the ball to the house from 96 yards out and then scored 4 times on the ground.
Separation happened.
Yeah. So great game. Great job for Hudson. They've got a tough test tonight. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Twinsburg traveled to Aurora. Aurora wins by 10, 17-7. So close one. I think it was a little bit more of a defensive battle.
We all picked that one.
Field at Magaw. This one was not at all what I expected.
No.
When these two teams played last year, it was like a 1-point win.
28-27 or 27-26,
something like that. Yeah. And it did not go that way for Field. Unfortunately, Magaw runs away with this one. You got trucked.
There it is. You got trucked.
Yep. Magaw wins this one 34-0. Magaw, we know, is a great program, great team. They just continue to do what they do best, and they win.
We all picked that as well. So
yeah, another good game on the docket. Akron Buchtel went down to North Canton Hoover. This one a lot closer than I think people expected. Buchtel comes up just short, loses by 6, 21 or 27-21. What a game. You took Buchtel.
I did take Buchtel.
You did. And let me tell you, Buchtel gave him a fight. But Hoover looks really, really good.
Yes.
Their defense, outstanding. We'll talk about that. And then our game of the week, and a shocker, folks. The Alliance Aviators traveled to Uniontown Lake to take on the Blue Streaks, and Alliance wins a defensive battle 12-7.
What happened there?
From what I understand, I was not present, but from what I was told,
Gossip
by multiple.
What's the T? Isn't that what they say?
Lake just could not get anything going. Lots of self-inflicted wounds, lots of penalties. They could not convert when they needed it the most. Alliance just their quarterback Brandon Zerbug scored both touchdowns in that game. Ran for I think 80 yards on the one, and I think he threw the second one. But folks, Alliance could be for real. Lake looks to rebound. Lake will rebound this week.
Definitely a big win to start the season.
Absolutely, that's what you want.
In the right direction.
Lake defeated Alliance last year, so Alliance obviously looking for a little retribution, a little payback. They got it, and obviously one loss doesn't ruin your entire season. So we know Coach DeGeorge will have his team ready to go. The game that I was at on Friday night, the McKinley Bulldogs went out to Warren Harding, and what a game that was. I got a chance to interview.
Those were really good.
Thank
I
you,
like
sir.
those.
I
You did a nice
appreciate
job
that.
with those.
Those were post-game interviews. I was able to get one with head coach Antonio Hall, one with Swiss Army knife Dante McClellan. We call him the Swiss Army knife because he does it all. He is a running back, a receiver. I've seen him throw. He plays on defense. Kid does it all. Had a great game. And then Nino Hill, the star of the show. Nino did not play in the first half, but he played in the second half. When I asked why, I was told it was in-house. So we'll keep it in-house. Let McKinley do what they do best. And Nino Hill had 200 yards rushing in a quarter and a half. So Nino Hill looked amazing. Speed, the offensive line, as you heard in the interview, the offensive line really opened up holes, and anybody, I think you and I, Matt, could have ran holes like gigantic. You could have drove a truck through them. So McKinley, great job. Exactly. You got trucked again. So yeah, watch out for McKinley, guys. I think they have it figured out. Coach Hall has them ready to go. Where were you last week, Matt?
I went to the Walsh Benedictine.
And how did that go?
49-26.
Okay.
Walsh.
All right.
Walsh came out a little slow on defense, but they made some nice adjustments. And that's kind of what I think their staple is, and kind of their team this year is defense. So, just that week one jitters for anybody.
Yeah, I think
that's all it was, but they settled in and took over, and quarterback play out of Walsh was real nice.
Good. And we did hear that the refs, it was week one for the refs as well. I know that was a common theme on most social medias that the refs,
they're human.
They're human, guys.
They're allowed to say that, just like I am, that, Ohio will go 1-3.
That's what you do. Oh, you're never going to live this one down.
Nothing.
So it's now week 2. You've had a chance to prep a little bit more. Before we get into our week 2 pick'ems and we talk about our game of the week, it's time for our player highlight, Matt.
Yep.
Why don't you let us know?
Isaiah Radable? Radable.
No. Raidable.
Raidable.
Come on.
Gosh. You told me the wrong thing,
No,
Mike.
I did not.
I swear he did. We were
production team, play back the video, please. We went over this name multiple times before we went live, and Matt even wrote down the pronunciation and still battered it.
Number 7 in the program. Number 1 in your hearts for the Chippewa
good
Chip.
save.
The junior.
Yes.
Talk about a Swiss Army knife. Plays running back, safety, punter, kicker.
Hey,
so
that's my favorite right there. Punter and kicker, let's go.
So was featured on an ESPN play, I guess in 8th grade.
Top 10.
I would like to see that. I wish we could share that. That would have been great.
It is on 330 to go. Yes. However,
I missed that too. See? Also,
Mr. Radabaw's family, if someone could drop it in the comments, if you have a link to the top 10 play that he was featured in, we'd love to see it. That's awesome when you can make ESPN top plays. That's a dream of mine. It'll never happen. But he did it for his game-winning touchdown reception when he was in 8th grade.
Regardless,
He wasn't even in high school,
that's
but
awesome.
dude, that's pretty sweet.
Absolutely awesome. 715 last year rushing.
On the ground, yeah.
200 passing.
So he even played a little quarterback.
Or it could have been like a little end around action.
Could have been.
Like a little flip back to the receiver, tossed into the flats, something
could
along
be,
those
yeah.
lines. And then also plans to play, also plays baseball and golf, and plans to study business in college.
Awesome.
So,
I know he's called Zay.
Zay?
That's his nickname, I was told.
Okay.
So Zay, congratulations on being our player highlight of the week. If you would like your athlete mentioned on the show, Matt, what do they got to do?
You have to go fill out the Google form. Super simple.
It's really
Write
easy,
everything
folks.
right on there. We have it broken down. Send it in to us. We will definitely put it up.
We take care of the rest.
It's kind of like, last week too, shout out to all the fans that were interacting, giving us updates at scores during the games. Looking forward to that. And also the votes for this week.
Oh my gosh, we had
doubled.
Way more votes.
So
you guys were not scared to let your voices be known.
They should. They were 4-1. I'm going to let them pick them for me.
Guess what? Yeah, send in your picks to Matt.
Matt's going to copy
what he did. That's how you got through high school. We get it.
Yeah, they cheated.
Oh, don't. You can't say that. Can't say that.
Let's just be honest. I think if anybody who's watching, they'll probably be thinking the same thing. So I keep it real. Let's be honest.
So again, hop on the 330 to go Facebook page. If you have not joined, what are you doing? You've already missed week 1. Now it's week 2. You can catch up a little bit. Join the page. Share it with all your friends. I mean, it's where you're going to find everything all week. You'll see coaches' interviews, players' interviews. Matt loves to go after the fans and make wrong predictions. I mean, that's what he does.
Whoa!
But
sign up, join in. It sounds like a fun time.
It is. It's absolutely so much fun. Before we get into the pick'ems and before we talk about our game of the week, we were told we had a gentleman on our page
who said that we should have went out to the Green South Range game.
Yes, so which is tonight. South Range for those that
you being
don't
an
know.
alum.
I am an alum of Green, class of 01. Shout out to the Bulldogs. They will travel to South Range. South Range, the defending state champ.
Have not lost in how long?
Since 2019, folks.
And this is all credit. We had a great article that popped up. We shared that as well.
Aiden is his name, correct?
Yes.
Aiden, shout out to our, he's a writer for Green. Great job. Submit your stuff, guys. If you know somebody that's writing for a school, we'll shout them out. I mean, Aiden did a phenomenal job. It was a great article.
Mm-hmm.
Green travels to South Range, Matt.
It's going to be a definite task.
Green did defeat Dover week 1, 14-6.
Yes.
Who do you got in this one? I'm going to put you on the spot right away. Right away. You live near Green.
I do live near Green. I live in Green. Let's be honest.
All right. You have a child that goes to Green.
Yep. I have in middle school.
Okay.
So
good luck. Which way do you go? Does the streak end or does the streak continue?
Wow.
I'll say it if you're afraid.
I'm scared.
South Range wins, guys. I think
oh my gosh, how could you pick them?
I'm gonna say
I'll go with them too.
Dominated. I mean, if you haven't lost a game since 2019, you're on a 24-game win streak in their conference.
They got a new coach.
That
is the one thing with the new coach coming in this year.
If I won a state title, I'd walk out the door too and say, hey, thanks for playing. I'm going to go out on top.
The head coach there, he was there for 28 years.
Congratulations.
Walked out like in a sunset. Like that's
It's the way to do it.
way to do it.
Yeah.
But going into this game,
listen.
It's at South Range.
And we're not saying it's going to be a bloodbath or a blowout.
It's going to be
Green is going to have their hands full, and if Green can come out and throw the ball, run the ball, the defense does what it needs to do, this game could be close and it could go the other way.
Manson Semino, who's taken over at QB.
Flip it, Semino Manson.
I apologize. God, I'm butchering people's names today.
You are, but it's okay. That's why I'm here to help.
We know who the pros. But with that being said, took over last week, got it finally going. Martin started catching some passes.
Well, he's healthy. Antonio Martin back healthy.
And then the defense is going to play real big. Green's defensive line is going to, because I'm pretty sure South Range runs the ball very effectively.
If I remember last year, now this was last year, so things obviously with a new
They
new
did have
coach,
they have a new
they
quarterback
had a
this year too.
balanced attack. They did it through the air, on the ground. They were state champs for a reason, Matt. They got it figured out.
Not even.
And
that's just the tough part. The winning streak, the state championship last year, heading there.
The deck is stacked.
There's a lot against it. And it'll be good. It'll be a good test.
Now listen. Now next week, when we're doing this live and Green pulls the upset, I will take a plate and I will eat crow.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because
it'd be nice to have another table setting because I had to do it today. So it's not fun eating by yourself.
No, it's never fun eating.
I'm
table
the guy
of one
at the buffet all by myself.
Table of one. Anyway, so thank you to again Aiden. Great write up on the Green Bulldogs. They travel to South Range. That was not one of our pick'em games, but it'll still be a good game nonetheless.
Fans added that on there.
Again, last year we did 10 pick'em games. This year we trimmed it back. We wanted to do 5. 10 just seemed like way too much.
We got people adding stuff in, obviously.
Which is great.
Norton
was
University
there.
was one.
Listen,
Cuyahoga Falls, Springfield.
I have a friend of mine. His children go to Norton. He made it well known that we did not cover Norton well last year. I apologize for that. We'll cover Norton. We will. I promise. We will. We have 10 weeks, guys. 10 weeks. We looked at the schedule. We tried to pick the best of the best. We're going to get some right. We're going to get some wrong.
Yeah.
We found out that the 330 area code is massive.
It's enormous.
So we'll get it. It's now time. Let's talk about our game of the week before we head into our week 2 pick'ems and get you guys all set for your Friday night football action. Man, oh man, we had some good ones this week, but our game of the week, the Hudson Explorers and the North Canton Hoover Vikings, both 1-0 headed in to tonight. Hudson, again, they defeated Highland 35-21. Ian Ludwig, 26 times, 170 on the ground, 4 TDs. Returned to kick 96 yards to the house, and their defense was solid. Highland struggled to get the ball down the field, and Hudson came out on top. Hoover defeated Akron Bookdale 27-21. Carson Derlin, remember this name? He's going to be one of the better quarterbacks in Northeast Ohio. 2 rushing touchdowns, had 106 on the ground, was 16 of 29 for a $158, but he did throw 2 interceptions, Matt.
First week.
It is?
First week. It's kind of easy when he had that running back.
Well, Kyler Maraglia, another name you'll want to know, transferred from Northwest to Hoover. Had 26 carries for 125 yards. But you know what? We're going to give this one to the defense. Bryce Roach had 2 sacks and a key fumble recovery to lead the defense. The fumble recovery came at the Bookdale 1-yard line.
And he recovered it.
He did. And it
That's
set up
Coach
a TD on the very next play. Put Hoover up 27-14 with a minute 45 to play. Coach Baum, he did say that his defense or his team was a little sloppy. It's week 1.
Yeah.
A lot of self-inflicted wounds, but their defense held the Griffins to 8 first downs, 23 yards rushing. You're going to win a lot of games when you can shut a team down, and 173 yards passing. I mean, great job by the Hoover defense. Forced 3 fumbles.
So defense obviously was key for both Hudson and Hoover in a sense in week 1.
Yeah.
Going into week 2 now, we know Hudson's running back's going to come down there, and Coach Baum's even said that he's got a great offensive line in front of him. He's able to get behind them, find holes, hit those gaps. I think last week with Hoover playing against Bookdale and playing against speed, I think that's definitely going to get them ready for Hudson to be able to potentially kind of bottle up the running game. When I say bottle up, I mean, I don't think you're going to stop. 5 touchdowns isn't by accident.
Well, listen, he's going to get his.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't. It's difficult to shut down a playmaker, and Ian Ludwig is very talented. We heard his name last year. I mean, he had over 2,000 yards rushing last year. That included the playoffs. Just a phenomenal talent, and they're going to give him the ball. If he's returning kicks, if he's in the backfield, you know he's going to get the ball. Hoover just has to do a great job of limiting the big play. Keep the team, keep Hudson in check.
Like a 96 kickoff return?
Yeah, you can't do that. You don't want to do 96 yard. You don't want to give those up. That doesn't help your team. But 170 on the ground is what he had last week. I mean, Hoover shut Bookdale down to only 23 yards rushing. So something has to give tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It'll be a great game. The newly renovated Memorial Stadium in
Looks
Hoover.
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Looks amazing.
I can't wait to see pictures tonight. So if you're at the game, please post them. Let's see that brand new. I mean, well, it's not brand new, but they definitely renovated it and made it look.
It's sharp.
Oh, it is.
I liked it.
They have a new street sign. I saw that as well. Like they're trying.
They're tearing everything up down there. I'll be real interested to see when it's all done. And
so really quick,
atmosphere.
Do you know Sean Finnerty?
I do.
So he's asking, don't you guys have jobs? How are we doing this right now?
Sean does too. So Sean, technically, you should be teaching. And
no! Oh no! Calling him out.
I got no problem there. No, actually, Sean Finnerty is a coach down in Virginia.
Okay.
St. V alum.
Okay.
So I've been dying to get him back up here to coach. So he's got 2 kids down there. So that's what's kind of holding it back right now. But
you do it for the kids.
So absolutely,
You do it for the kids.
absolutely. So, but great coach. But yeah, I went to high school with him. So if he's on here,
I want to know why he's worried about what we're doing.
I appreciate him watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
So I mean,
how do you know that we're not working? I mean, this is technically work, correct?
It is.
I'm allowed to have more than one
so what's
job.
he saying? We don't work.
So I guess I don't know.
Rough crowd.
It's all right. All good. So let's jump right into the week 2 pick'ems. Matt, why don't you tell us what the fans what they said
on the St. V,
on all of them,
and
then we'll chime in with our picks for tonight.
St. V, Perry, we had 15% of the fans out of that take St. V over. So they've got St. V winning over Perry.
Yeah, Perry. Yeah, they both win in week 1. So, yeah, I'm going to start thinking about where I'm going here.
I'm going to stay with St. V.
You're taking St. V?
I'm going to take St. V. I'm going to follow the fans because I can't go against them right off the bat.
Perry runs that wing T offense, and I know that is very tricky to defend.
Yes.
I'm going Perry.
Okay.
I'll take the Perry
so
Panthers.
We're the opposite. They're good. I'm making up a game already.
I just hope that it's a close game.
Or you're making up a game on the fans.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Garfield Revere.
Okay.
This one's odd.
Yeah.
So we have a tie. So how do we decide? Because literally there's the exact same amount of votes for Garfield and
I think
Revere.
we put our producer on the spot. He's got to pick one.
Whoa.
That's the deciding vote. What do you think?
You want to flip a quarter?
You want to flip a coin? Can you flip a coin?
All right, we'll find that. We'll come back.
We'll come back to so Garfield 1-0, Revere 0-1.
So there is a little bit something. So we'll come back to that just slightly, and then we'll finish that before the final pick 'em. Yep. West Branch Woodridge. Woodridge was the heavy favorite.
They were.
I'm trying to figure out why West Branch. After last week, the loss. I know DeShields is gone.
Yes.
But remember last year, wasn't there a game or two that the backup that quarterback's still there, correct?
He is. He is their quarterback.
Did we graduate all those receivers or seniors? Am I missing something?
From what I understand, West Branch played Canfield. Canfield, another state champ. Canfield's really good, folks. West Branch came out of the gate slow, got behind, and then had to do the play from behind type game. And West Branch gave him a fight, and then Canfield pulled away at the end. So they suffered defeat. I mean, that's an unfortunate thing. West Branch and Woodridge tonight, Matt. I know where you're going.
Woodridge.
Of course, you would say Woodridge.
Well, hi.
Woodridge is a great team. I think West Branch is going to be looking for a little bit of revenge tonight. Or Woodridge.
Ooh.
That is true. Listen to our producer chiming in with stats. Oh, a coin has been delivered.
Would you like me to?
You want? Ooh, look at this.
Is this a Swenson's coin? I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, and we got to edit that out.
Which side? The dollar?
All right. So here, let me look at it.
You had to
so
represent...
the S will be heads, and the one, he's got it. Just flip that. We're going to hold on. We're not
heads or tails. Well, how do we know heads or tails?
All right. So we're going to say heads is Garfield, tails is Revere.
Tails should be Garfield because they're a ram, and Revere Minutemen have heads.
Okay. So there you go. Great job there.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Nice job thinking on your feet for once. Great job.
We'll do it live.
All right, here we go for him.
All right. It is a head.
It's a head. So there it was.
So Revere Are you going with Revere then? Well, I didn't even give my pick for West Branch or Woodridge yet.
We don't care. We're
Okay,
moving on, man.
moving on.
We're
We're going
moving
back.
and shaking. Who do you got for the West Branch Woodridge?
I think West Branch gets it done tonight.
All right, so you're opposite again.
Yep, West
All right.
Branch over Woodridge.
I'm
is
taking
my pick.
Garfield. Going back to that.
I will take Garfield as well.
You're going to go with Garfield.
Yep,
So
I
we
think
got,
Garfield looked really well and really good week
and
one.
the fans got Revere.
Yep. All right,
Sweet.
game number 4.
Firestone at Copley.
Firestone 1-0, Copley 0-1.
I am going to take Copley.
I will concur.
Okay.
I think
Fans.
I think Copley came out a little short last week.
Yes.
I think they're ready to go week 2. I will go with the Copley Indians to get the dub tonight.
So we are across the board with Copley.
Yep.
Okay. And then we're down to
Hudson and Hoover. Well, hold on. Before we talk about that, talk about some of the other ones the fans added.
they added in, what was it? Cuyahoga Falls and Springfield.
That'll be a good game. I will take Cuyahoga Falls win. They won week 1. Not quite remembering what Springfield did.
Springfield lost to Garfield.
Ooh, that'll be a good one. And then Norton is playing University.
I'm going to take Norton.
I'll give
for
the
sure.
Panthers some love.
Definitely
I will
taking
give
Norton.
Panthers some love. And then there was Massillon Glen Oak. That's the game I will be covering for Q92 Radio Sports with my broadcast partner Ryan
Twins-
Keller tonight.
Are the Twins back at Glen Oak?
They are. Glen Oak winners in week 1. Massillon, of course, beat Valdosta. I've got the Tigers in that one, but I think it's still going to be a really, really good game. It'll be fun to call another fantastic game from Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, the Mecca, I call it for high school football. I love that stadium.
Oh,
I do. It's great. It's fun to go down there, get a chance to speak with both coaches tonight. Hopefully, get some interviews, and you'll see those up on the Facebook page some point this week.
it's that black and orange from green.
And then
bleeding
Lake
over to Massillon.
Boardman was another one. Lake looking to rebound.
Lake's got to come back.
I think Coach DeGeorge.
Yeah.
He's going to have a nice,
I got to assume that was an interesting week of practice.
And then Hoban. They had Hoban on the list again, and I can't remember who Hoban plays, but I'll take Hoban. Yeah,
Hoban.
doesn't matter. Hoban.
We'll get to Hoban here in like week 6.
Nah, week 7 probably.
Week 6, week 7.
Something like that. All right,
Jeez.
back to our
What are we
game
talking
of the
about?
week. Matt, who you got? Hudson at Hoover.
Fans took Hudson over Hoover,
Yeah,
and I'm so literally torn on this.
I'm going to flip a coin.
Oh, you really are?
But I won't tell you which is which. I'm just going to flip it for my own good. That's who I thought.
Yeah, that's Hudson because Vikings have heads.
Yes, Hudson. I will take Hudson. I think this game is going to be really close. This is going to be a game I wish I could watch. So I'm looking forward to seeing some photos and some other stuff. Hey, guess what? Aiden jumped on. He's watching us right now. Did you see this? Aiden,
nice.
our writer, our freelance writer. We were talking about you, Aiden, just a little bit ago.
Absolutely. Talking about how phenomenal of a job you did on your article.
Yes.
I am going to take Hoover.
Oh, we go opposite on 3 of 5.
take Hoover.
Wow.
I'm
I
taking
think the
Hoover.
game is going to be really good. I do. I had
like
to flip
that
a coin.
home. I like that home field advantage.
Well, I
That's a
will
big
say
thing.
this, and Coach Goff said it in his interview, that Hudson travels extremely well. So that stadium
you're
is
just saying
going to
it's
be
all right.
rocking. That stadium is going to be where to be tonight. One of the many games in the 330 area. So let's recap. So St. V and Perry. I took Perry. You took St. V. So Garfield, Revere, we agreed Garfield. West Branch and Woodridge, we split. I'll take the Warriors. You took Woodridge.
Yep.
Firestone, Copley, we both take Copley. And then Hudson, Hoover, we split. I take Hudson, you take Hoover. Fans, let us know how we did tonight.
Hopefully
today.
somebody's making up. I'm either falling way back to the pack here. My season could be over.
And then, it's never over.
Week
It's
2
never
could
really over,
just
but
fall into the dumps.
could, or you could be way, way ahead.
Yeah, or caught back up at this point with how I'm behind. But regardless, big things coming out. We still need people to go ahead, featured athletes.
Yeah,
of the week.
player highlight, guys.
Please do that.
We'll include the link again on the Facebook page. If you know somebody, an athlete, student athlete that you want everybody to know about, it's real simple, guys. The Google form, very, very easy. We'll get the information, then we throw a post up on the page, and we talk about them during the live broadcast as well. So again, make sure you fill that form out. We want to talk. We want to hear about these players,
Share
and
out
these athletes. Absolutely.
Share out the content. Share out the pick'ems.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and try to double that again this week.
You'll see our post tonight around 7 o'clock for scores and updates. 9 o'clock. Sorry, not 7. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 7 on the group. So I was right the first time.
7 on the group.
9 on the 330 to go
Okay.
page. So 7 o'clock, start sharing scores and some pictures. Let us know where you will be tonight watching high school football. It is going to be a beautiful day. Weather-wise, I don't think we're going to have any issues to get these games in tonight. Very cool 70 degrees.
Ooh.
And then tonight it'll probably be in the mid-50s. So
Dress accordingly.
dress accordingly.
Yeah.
So we will
Well,
talk to you.
yeah, best of luck tonight with the game. Calling that,
Thanks, sir.
And
Appreciate that. I heard a rumor. Can we address the rumor real fast?
Ooh, what is it?
I heard that you
Ooh, you're gonna tell them that?
may potentially have a stream color commentary job in
Potential.
the very near future.
Potential. There's a chance.
There's a chance.
It's highly anticipated, I'm sure.
And we're excited. We'll let you know once it becomes official. But yeah, so we're looking forward to that a little bit.
Thank you.
Good
All
luck tonight. I'm sure you're going to go watch Walsh again.
Maybe potentially. We got an early game tomorrow morning, so I'm not
Early
quite
games on
sure.
Saturday a.m.
I'll
No
be in
fun.
Toledo.
Oh, that's a
Let's
drive.
go out and play Toledo Central Catholic.
Okay.
That'll be an interesting game.
Hopefully
so
your travels are not road affected with trees and down power lines and all the sorts.
we'll find out with the 2-hour hike over there.
I did see Cedar Point was underwater. So,
I went there. I went there this past week. It's a fun time. A good
yeah,
time.
lots of it's underwater right now. So weather did some damage to Northeast Ohio. But once again, folks, week 2 of the 330 to go high school football show. I again am Mike Vorhies,
and Matt Magaw.
and we will see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.